Okay.
Okay, now I'm sound speeding.
Ow.
Welcome back to Fast Forward. My name is Brisa Areli Muñoz. I'm the Director of Artistic Innovation and Emergent Magic at MTF, and I'm joined by Artistic Director Modesto Flako Jimenez of Oye Group and also the creator of Mercedes. We are now rejoined again on the other side of the Fast Forward conversation. It was such a joy to get these cross-sector experts to be in conversation about what this piece is and introduce for audiences what it is that we're trying to do here. And I'm excited for us to look ahead a little bit towards what are the things that we're hoping for this project that still haven't been accomplished yet. Yeah. So let's start by talking a little bit about the music tours, which I think we didn't get a chance to talk about the first time that we were speaking, and the ways in which it's a part of this larger Mercedes project. As a reminder for audiences, Mercedes was Flako's grandmother, for whom brought him to the Dominican Republic, and this project Mercedes follows her life and legacy and all the support that she provided for her family and all those around her. And Modesto was inspired by her life and wanted to find a way to capture and uplift her legacy, but also to bring folks who were battling with dementia, their caregivers, their loved ones together, because this is something that Mercedes struggled with towards the tail end of her life. And Flako had the privilege and opportunity to be her caregiver in those final years. So I want to talk a little bit about these music tours that we've done together and how in some ways they feel a little bit like a model for what could be taken all across the country. Yeah. I know that when we first started, you know, there's been many incarnations of Mercedes, but at one point we kind of realized, you know, oh, well, I'm running an organization that centers music and you're running Oye Group. Yep. How can we infuse music into this story? Yep. Yep. And not only is it present in certain ways in the staged play, but it also became its own thing. Yeah. Oye Group and MTF kind of tagged team to bring essentially the original songs that were created for Mercedes to senior centers all across New York City, to all 5 boroughs. Tell me like what that has been like to witness, to execute.
First, it's been like an honor to partner with your ass and like just take it and shout out to City Meals on Wheels, who actually supports us getting into these places that they have the doors open to, because it's all about collaboration. Yeah. And they're not going to pay attention to any art if they're hungry. City Meals on Wheels covers all them pages and make sure that we're actually respecting each other's lanes and like infrastructures are beautiful. They've invited us to like, they saw parts of what we were doing with the little bit of capital that we had from the arts to make sure that we could take this to a senior center and like show what we're doing. They said, let's take it to all 5 boroughs and make sure that we can do a different borough every month. Yes. And let's show them the documentary and let's show them the music. And it's like, okay, so let's bring them a live band and let's make sure that we can give out care packages that has information from all the clinical professionals that are in it, and like make sure that they have also tools to continue to do art at home, and then explain to them where all these tools are accessible to them, that they're not just like hitting tools that we were able to get ourselves. Yeah. But like, hey, no, look, these are things you can go buy at the 99-cent store. These are things you could go buy at this other store. And we're just putting that together for you to continue to get your brain working at home. Yes. Yes. It's been really magical for, I want to say, the Mercedes healing room and exhibition and like gallery. That in itself was its own thing that then birthed the Mercedes healing room tours with City Meals and Dementia Springs and MTF, and us going around to different senior centers in New York City, being able to provide a full day of activities, giving them a bag of the care package full of materials for them to then take home. So it's not just a pop-up and a one-off, but also it's like, here are a bunch of tools for you. That's right. And being able to I want to say we're 2 years in
Yes.
of doing these tour stops. So every year we implement a new development that we figure out from the previous one.
Yeah.
Right?
Keep
So,
learning from it to allow it to evolve.
Yeah.
And like if we were to really walk viewers through the experience, it's like you said, it's a full day of activities. They like
Yeah.
come in and they're doing art therapy and they're drawing, and
But
then
even before then, it's like at 9 a.m. before the senior center is even open, we are at people's homes.
that's right. That's where it starts.
So it's like first we're at a home with a person with a guitar. Shout out to Pedro. And a bag of materials and meals. And we knock on your door. We give you some food. We serenade you and give you a bag full of tools. And we tell you what are in these bags for you to continue to do art at home.
Yeah. And these
And
are for
those
the elders that can't
make it to the senior center. So it's like, you can't get to the center, we're gonna get to you. So that's pit stop number 1.
Yeah.
Then we go to the center, and at the center we give you these tools. We watch the documentary together. Then after watching the documentary, we bring in a dancer to teach you movements. And after that dancer gives you some movements, we bring in a live band for you to like dance the rest of the day off at the center.
That's right. And somewhere in between there, you have a meal.
And then you get a meal that the center provides for you. But then at the end of this live band, we give you another meal for you, the take home meal.
Yeah.
So now you're like, you don't got to worry when you get home. You can just do some art from the care package and have this food that we gave you for you to eat at home.
That's right.
So then that's like 1.0.
Yeah.
Then we created like 2.0, that is like, what is the unpacking of this care package and making it a workshop itself in the senior center. So then that became the addition of like the 2.0, that when we get to the center at 10 a.m. now, we unpack this care package.
Yeah.
Then that will take an hour.
Yeah.
And then getting them to like squeeze the ball 10 times, getting them to get up and do some movement with the musical instrument. Like, okay, what is your favorite picture in this coloring book? Color it. You have a journal and a pen. Write a sentence of what was the challenge and how you overcame it, so you can remind yourself that you made it to this age because you've done already enough. You've beat the system. You've done all these different things. So you are alive for a reason. Yeah. So keep going. So like then that becomes the unpacking of the care package and activating it in real time. Yeah. So they don't just put that bag and throw it to the back of the room when they get home. So then after the unpacking the care package workshop, then we watch Mercedes documentary so they can like, oh, it's not just me. Look at all the people going through it and look at all of us doing it. So then after that, they get their meal. Then again, they do the dance workshop at 1:00. So then at 2:00, the live band shows up and starts playing music.
And that's where the party really happens.
Right? These people turn up,
they
boy.
Do.
It's like watching teenagers.
It's true.
It gets so lit. Oh my God.
You get saucy with them too.
I do. I have to. Come on now. Them ladies be shaking it. Let's go. So then from 2 to 3, we have the live band singing their favorite songs, but also some of the songs from Mercedes to play. Yeah. So it's reminding also ourselves that like we still got a mission to put this play up. Yeah. And then at 3, they get their meal. So then that became the 2.0 version, which then started the activation of like, what is, oh my God, now that I'm saying it, we're on 4.0. Jesus. Yeah. The 3.0 version became, what is the VR version for people that don't have a VR piece? Like, how do we take that to the home then to make sure that they can also have this? Yeah, so you would bring the gear, you would bring the headset, you would give them the experience. But even that, of like, how do we do it without the headset? Mm-hmm. So what is the screen recording of this beautiful cartoon version or like real live version of Mercedes Home, so they could hear a 10-minute version of episode 1 in Spanish or English, whichever they prefer. So then that became 3.0 of like activating this the whole day at the senior center as a side thing that you can go do and do. Yeah. Like you'll get everything else, you'll get the workshop, you do everything with time slots. But if you don't, after you finish eating, you could go do that. Yeah. If you don't want to dance and you just want to listen to the music and like watch a little VR episode, you could do that. Yeah. So then that became that.
Yeah.
And now the 4.0 version is actually adding the in the mornings, and February 23rd will be our first stop. Kevin gonna hit you up so y'all can get all these dates.
Yeah.
We literally just confirmed it last week. It's how do we get the documentary and the VR screen recordings to the home?
Yeah.
And how do we unpack the care package in the home?
Yeah.
So like getting the caregiver all these tools that if the person, depending on where their level of they're at, right? These tools actually work for both.
Yeah.
So like you can have a little moment of breather for yourself, or they can watch you doing these, or you can do it with them.
Yeah.
So activating the care package and having a workshop in the home with the meal while you're being serenaded.
Yeah.
So,
And what I find so exciting about that is that the intention was always, how are we bridging the gap between these communities, the folks who are suffering from memory loss, the caregivers, and their family members, because sometimes family members are the caregivers. Other times you are bringing in home attendants or things like that, and they become the primary caregiver. But even the relationship between these three players can be strained, or there's not enough opportunities actually to be building, care and relationship. Can you speak to a little bit of that, like those three, the relationship between the home attendant, the caregiver, the family member, the person with memory loss?
Yeah, bro. It's not all family members are like, there's trauma. You're seeing your rock no longer be your rock.
Yeah.
So how do you find a way for that person that's now being traumatized by watching their rock fade away, and this home caregiver person that actually wants to support this moment, and figuring out a space for them to sit together, sit down, watch the documentary.
Yeah.
Yo, look, you don't got to be providing everything. Bring some coloring books so I can be able to continue to do some coloring with the person going through it.
Yeah.
I understand you can't be here all the time, and it's like building
entryways
of collaboration,
relationship
right?
building, like real opportunities to be present with each other.
It's like, it's really, it's become a really humbling like project.
Yeah.
Of like, how do you, personally, these were all tools that I was using myself to keep my grandmother alive, to also keep the home attendant from like killing my grandmother when my grandmother was like calling her all type of fucking words and she was going through her trip being like, what? all the disrespect, because when you're time traveling, you're saying all the shit you want to say and you don't give a fuck. Right? So there were moments where like you could just see the home attendant being tired from carrying so much. So it's like, oh, my grandmother can't color no more, but what I'm seeing is these amazing colorings that are happening from the home attendant sitting down to do the coloring.
Yeah.
And being like, oh, I brought this shit for my grandmama, but somehow you're the one using them, and my grandmother watching you color
makes her want to color.
Makes her, not even makes her want to color, it's calming her down because she's falling in love with this person at peace. So then the energies are matching each other now, calming each other down. It was just beautiful to see that from like the living room and watching them being like, oh shit, my grandmother's no longer yelling. It's because she's sitting across from the table just coloring, because she can't wind her down any other way by telling her nothing, because verbal is no longer working.
Yeah.
So now she's just watching the colors at play.
Yeah.
And it was just so fascinating to be able to be like, all I can do, here are the crayons and here's the new coloring books because you finished the other one.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna fall back, because I personally can't do coloring book with you, Grandma, because it's too heavy for me.
Yeah.
But I can fall back and watch them enjoy this beautiful moment together, and it's happening.
Yeah.
They're both, you are providing energy for her to calm down. You as the caregiver now are getting energy because you're able to like calm down and sit down at this table. And I like just sit in the back and watch and document.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this shit worked. Boop, check.
Yeah.
Let me buy more coloring books. Let me buy more crayons, all from the 99-cent store.
Yeah, exactly.
So like having a lot of great fun, just like building these care packages that now they were able to go. I was able to go to Vermont and like deal with communities that don't even speak Spanish. I was able to go to Cali and put up a workshop there, and like just continuing to spread the word at different senior centers that are no longer in New York City.
Yeah.
It's been really, really fascinating, man. Like April 30th and May 1st, with the Bradley Cooper Foundation, we're like going to show the Healing Room documentary.
Yeah.
And like show the workshop specifically just for caregivers.
Yeah.
Because they're highlighting and starting a research model of like talking to DCLA, talking to all the New York, the Tisch Foundation, all these people to like figure out the funding to what is it to do the research for the next 3 years.
Yes.
Of just the home visits, and like be able to like what is it to then design the care package to be able to take it to hospitals as the pill.
Yeah.
Instead of the secondary thing that is happening with us as like just artists using the
Yes.
art money
Yes.
to do the work.
Yes. And what this is doing is kind of bringing it all full circle, you know, because in the fast forward conversation with Dr. Mark, we were talking about social prescribing, which I know has been on our brains for a very long time. It's like, what are the ways that we can be offering art intervention as the way that folks can heal, as opposed to just, you know, taking another medicine. Sometimes there's not even medicines for the things, you know, period. And so it's so exciting that this research is being done, because it's going to be the only way to legitimize this work continuing to happen.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for this. And I know that, you know, it's been on your brain, it's been on our brain a long time. You know, what are the ways that this becomes scalable, that like it can become modular in these ways, that it can live everywhere?
Forever Labs. Shout out to Jenny and Kathleen. They called me up and they were like, yo, we are thinking of this and we want to partner to be able to like, that's what we do at Stanford. We have a whole department of it. And like, how do we scale this thing and like put it all and do all the right research at the home? Been talking to Lincoln Center about their dementia program and like figuring out how do we go to their homes also. So right now it's just like a conversation with multiple stakeholders of like, who's going to put up the capital? Shout out to whoever want to put up the capital, hit us up, right? Like, who's going to put up the capital to not have the artists use their artist money to just keep a thing as a pop-up?
Yeah.
Right? And like, what is the right documenting that needs to happen so people can see the tracking and the importance that this work is doing? Because we've been doing it now for 5 years. That's almost. Right? And like, what is the actual surveys? What are the actual edits that need to be happening?
The research, the codification,
and having real clinical professionals support all of that.
Yeah.
So then it can get designed really beautifully to be able to then take it to health and hospitals, take it to.
Yeah.
And that has me really like, I'm like, Grandma, you don't even know what you're doing.
That's right.
You know, just like really happy of like, oh, it's not just the play is the, which I've been saying this, which is funny to like see that the play is the celebration of the work.
That's right. That's right. And it was where you thought it needed to start, and actually it couldn't actually happen until all of these things were created.
Yeah. It's like the play is actually the celebration for us to like, after okay, we did the work.
Yes, right.
We can go now and celebrate with our medium and what we love to do and put up.
Yeah.
We can put this play up and celebrate ourselves.
Yeah.
Because we put in all these years of work for the people and like invited other professionals that actually have a also personal story at stake with this. Like Dr. Mark's family, Sarah Serrano's family, they all carry that.
That's right.
So then that moment to me now is like, where it's, the play's gonna happen and we're gonna ego trip because we're artists that put up stage plays, and that's gonna be amazing. But it's behind that is like, y'all know the amount of theater funding we allocated to like a senior center that they don't got nothing to do with the play. But we figured it out to make sure that we could take this to the senior center.
Yeah, and that's the thing that I think Oya Group and MTF really prioritize is like the social service aspect of it, the having a very specific community in mind and using the art to bring us closer to that community, those are the things that I think kind of hold hands, you know?
Bruh, so beautiful. It's like, it's just been really, really a gift, man. A gift. Like, getting ourselves out the way, bringing in the professionals, bringing in the actual dancing professionals that know the right moves to tell the senior center, don't move that way because it's too much. You might break that hip. Move this way. Squeeze the ball this way. Do this way. And just move ourselves to the side.
Yeah.
And, like, let them work. It's been really... It's like, Sarah, what's the right language that I should put on this flyer to make sure that it's not about just a theater piece?
Yeah.
Kat and Lee, you know?
Yeah.
Mari, what is Mount Sinai? Wait, y'all tracking the brain for how many years?
Yeah.
And y'all letting them know what? Wait, all this shit is free? Oh, we got to add that to the package.
Yeah.
So, like, really listening to the community at large, who actually are the social workers and the people at the front of this battle, has been really, really humbling to, like, yeah, we're going to celebrate in 2027 with the stage play because we've been working since 2019, really, since before the pandemic, because the documentary showed in 2020 when the pandemic started, because we couldn't invite people in to see the healing room that was created at Brick.
Yeah.
So, like, 5-6 years of work to, like, now, you know, like, get to the stage play, but 5-6 years of work of, like, getting to the community.
Yeah.
You know, getting to the elders. It's been really beautiful. It's been really like, Grandma, ya tú sabes, suéltame.
Yeah, I wanna make that kind of real call to audiences. This is the part of the process that we're at where we're looking for partners to document the efficacy of this work. We are looking for organizations, institutions that are interested to put money behind furthering this work, legitimizing it, allowing it to have a home all across the country. And so if this is something that you're curious to find out how you can do, please reach out to us. This is the whole reason why this podcast exists, is to get audiences to understand what we're doing here and create the avenue where support can come in.
It's way past the play.
Yeah.
It's like, it's the play again is the celebration for us.
Yeah.
But before the amount of work.
Yeah.
It's just been so beautiful, bro.
Yeah.
Hello. This is Areli Knox, and I am co-executive director of Musical Theater Factory, specifically the director of decolonization and sustainability. And I am coming at you to remind you to subscribe to The Vibe. The Vibe is to get all of the information you could possibly desire about the Musical Theater Factory community. We let you know what our artists are doing in the world. We let you know what they're doing in our home, in our community base, and it has lots of tips and tricks and links to help you further your career, whether you're a director, an actor, a writer, or just an audience member who wants to stay plugged in. If you want to be tapped into all things amazing in New York, especially within MTF, subscribe to The Vibe.
I want to, now that we've acknowledged kind of our future aspirations for this work and the kind of call for our community to support us, help make this possible, I want to take us back around and end us with the personal. And I want to point out...
She want to make me cry.
That's right. I did promise that I was going to try and make him cry.
I'm going to hold it back. I got to go see my lady after this. You ain't going to make me ball up. I'm going to be too soft emotion. Let's go.
Laura, please forgive me. So I want to think about these last two opportunities that we've had to develop the stage play coming full circle. I want to think about June, and I want to think about this time at NACL, and shout out NACL. They felt like really pivotal moments for the clarity of what the stage play finally needs to be.
Yeah.
And I feel like June was like your own personal spiritual awakening.
Oh, fuck yeah. Oh.
And then NACL was like, because that happened, NACL could happen and you could really start to pen this play in a way you never quite had before. So can you tell us a little bit about, you know, who Flako was and now how I have Modesto sitting in front of me?
Yeah, it would like a really survival to normalcy, and like that clarity of like, oh, I no longer need to be running. I can breathe in all this magic that I built, and I could breathe in all the magic that she like gave me space to build, and like actually see it, and like remind my little kid self, and like actually bring him to the table and be like, nigga, breathe, we did it. You don't need to buy every pair of sneakers. You don't need that. You're not gonna wear them all. Tell the gang member self that was like, you don't need to be that tough, bro. Like you can. It's nice to be soft and go look at foliage. It's fucking beautiful. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Watching the leaves change.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like also breathing in a person who you don't want to be like. You want to be like your grandmother in certain aspects, but you don't want to end up alone like your grandmother.
Yeah.
Like she had her family, but she didn't have that love person that she actually wanted. And that to me hit me really hard.
I remember a moment at the June workshop where you were talking with Mode, your little self, your inner child, and you were talking with Flako, and they were externalized from you, and you were talking to them as Modesto.
It was crazy, bro, to like be the 43-year-old man that I have become through the arts and all the privileges that I built for myself, and like having to like remind the gang member that lives in me, the 9-year-old that didn't have running water, and like that didn't have lights from the Dominican Republic, and like all that heaviness, and like reminding myself of like, yo, but you're no longer none of that. Like, look, bro, you brought a team of actors up here to like be in a separate house while you're in this house with your friend Brisa and a production manager who has never worked with you but is happy to like let you cry. It must have been weird as fuck for Emily. Emily, shout out to you for breathing all that shit in. But it was such a privileged moment to like, bro, just like have it all. It all. 3 weeks of walking the campus, getting up every week, every morning, and like just walking the campus where the gang member went to school,
talking about all like the wild stuff you did back then.
Like it was just like such a flashback of like, fuck, I've lived so many lives and I'm not honoring them all, and like I'm trying to forget them somehow,
running away,
and like, why am I doing that shit to myself? And I'll just be like crying and crying and crying and like accepting the reality, and like, shout out to therapy. It's just been really, again, a year of really no longer running, and after accepting like, oh, I've been healing the last 5 years after she passed and creating all these tools for all these people, but really I was creating most of these tools for myself also. Like I was really trying to be soft.
And that June residency is where I think you became aware of it all.
I couldn't run, bro. I was in the same house.
Yeah.
I was in the same house. Like, this is the house where you went to after all the craziness that you, like, I brought the whole gang world to Bennington College and was like, thug life on thespians. For what? For what? I was out here being gang on a bunch of white people who were like trying to figure out their own little inner blossoming while they were like no longer at home. And I was just like gang. Like the only thing I was paying attention was to theater and gang.
Yeah.
And like gang no longer needed to be there.
Yeah.
But it was a great moment for me to like, now at 43 and being in that house and being like, oh, so this is why I ended in this house. I needed to have that moment of like release and remind myself that this was the first moment after Bennington College, like where I was able to release the gang life.
Yeah.
after like breathing in and crying like crazy for 3 weeks in the woods, it was like this amazing moment of just like, oh shit. Stop smoking, let go of a lot of like just bad habits that I needed for myself when I was surviving.
Yeah.
And like then went to the motherland and had my first trip in the Dominican Republic where I didn't go to the dark side of my family, where like all the dark shit lives and resides, which was like my first, as soon as I would land in DR, that's the first place I would go to. And like just had a beautiful time where I like dipped myself in the ocean, which I stopped doing after a kid.
Yeah.
So just like a lot of beautiful moments of just like purging, bro. Just like letting it all out, crying by the beach, and like just beautiful shit of respecting all the privileges that I built for myself and being like, yeah, you get flown out here. You don't even pay your capital to come to the motherland and just continue to heal.
Yeah.
Just breathing all that in, and then we go to NACL, which was just a moment of then seeing around 10 scenes, like an hour's worth of the play, which is crazy.
And that was where we got to allow community to play dramaturg, because you had, now all of a sudden we had, a full house of, Dominican actors
that
and one Mexican director.
That all have a connection back to also, which we didn't even know that, because it's a big percentage that is actually like there's some way or one way when you look at that family tree, someone got it.
Yeah.
So like that clarity of like, oh yeah, we just don't talk to each other about it. And somehow this play now is letting all these actors that are here let that out, and then they get to play my family members going through it, and I can actually include their voices now in it. So it's not just a Mercedes story, but it's all of our stories around that tree.
Yeah.
And it's been really fucking beautiful to like see that. We're not going to be up here at NACL putting up the whole play, but we're going to put up a big chunk of it. And I didn't know we were going to put up a big chunk of it.
Yeah.
It was really great to like listen to them, then go pen.
Yeah.
And be like, okay, so my uncle will say these lines that I know feel really connected to this actor, and this actor's going to say these lines and these lines. It was really great crafting like that. And yeah, I'm excited to like unearth the rest of the play.
Me too.
Which most likely comes in January in this crazy other residency that is being proposed right now. I'll hit you with those dates.
Yeah.
We're like, okay, so the rest of the play is going to come there with these actors that, okay, it's happening. And the play needed the 7 years that is so it can develop itself.
That's right.
It was, again, another humbling moment that is, I don't pen like other people.
Yeah.
I need to go through it, and I can, in between that, I'm going to work on a bunch of other shit. And it's going to be amazing. And I'm going to have mad fun figuring out this other play about this other person, but that's going to come out faster. And this real personal story couldn't be rushed.
Yeah.
I needed to go through all these learnings and be like, oh, I also shared all those tools that I figured out. I was able to create a nice care package because dope ass friends gave me the time and didn't rush me. And like, super thank you. Like, you gave me the time to do all the healing that I needed to do.
Yeah.
So I can like see myself and see all the privileges that I built for myself, and like, shine, little black boy, shine.
Exactly. We're excited for you all to catch Mercedes. It'll be at the Bushwick Star in 2027, and we'd love to invite you to feel and witness and experience what will at that point be 8 years of inner excavation for the purposes of community and uplifting this incredible woman. I'm so grateful to call you a collaborator and one of my dearest friends.
Love you, nigga.
I love you.
You know. Gang for the arts, baby.
Yeah.
The only thing we're gonna gang for.
And this wraps our first case study on the intersection of art and health and wellness. We hope you enjoyed hearing Modesto's story.
I talk a lot.
And we can't wait to introduce you to what we have in store. Thanks so much for being with us, and thank you again.
Hey there, is Areli Knox, Co-Executive Director of Musical Theater Factory, specifically Director of Decolonization and Sustainability. And I am here to remind you that if anyone's got us, we got us. In this time of chaos and insanity, invest in the community that is investing in you. Invest in the We Got Us Fund, a new initiative by MTF to make sure that every single member of our community is not getting paid just a living wage, is not getting paid in exposure, is not getting paid in promises, but it's getting paid a thriving wage. Yeah, you heard me, a thriving wage. Help us ensure that everyone in your community, everyone in our community is able to not just live, but thrive. Invest in the We Got Us Fund today.
Hey everyone, I'm Falan, and thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of Fast Forward. I am on the MTF staff as the Coordinator of Connectivity and Systems. And if you want to stay tuned in, please like, subscribe, click the bell so you don't miss future episodes, upcoming releases, and live tapings. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.
Tell me your star signs.
Dios mío, I am an Aries. And I have been finding out, and I'm an Aries, and I also have some fire shit in me. I don't remember what fire do.
Aries is the fire.
Okay, so blau blau, fuego por todo lado. You know, and I love finding out more about that every time. Like, yeah, I guess it's in me because of atoms and things that is the universe, and I love more and more like connecting to that spiritual side. So gang to all my Aries niggas out here, you heard?